tricks. We'll find new places for these. Beverage. Ian, peace. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Good to see you. Welcome back. As always, great to have your energy in the space. Let me refresh right quick. Okay. So, let me get the mallet parts. Yay. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Big Mike, what's good? TJ Hooker, what's good? This is a table, Ian. It is also sort of a jig. Holds that. It just gives me a tabletop right here on my actual bench top to work with, and this is just a convenient way for that not to roll away. That's not a mallet, that's a Thor hammer. That's right. That's right. Doggone it. Don't you forget it. It's powerful. So I did this glue up early this morning-ish. So it should be good by now. I do have a habit of rushing things, and you know, sometimes that glue won't allow for that. So I think maybe what do we start first? Maybe we'll go ahead and chop this up real quick, clean that up, and then we'll move on to the sides, and then we'll cut our ends flush, and then we'll navigate this in there. I think, and I'm going to use a variety of tools here. Yeah, I might use some power tools. I don't know yet. Probably on these angles. Don't know. All right, well, let's get started. That's the important thing. Let's get started. Cheers to you for showing up. This mango and orange is so good. Alright. Enough of my nonsense. What I'm going to do first. Clean up the bottom of this. I think to do that I'm going to have to undo what I just did. Mike says, I think I gotta make a similar one myself. That thing is huge and amazing handle. Thank you, thank you. Well, it's gonna get less huge, that's for sure. It's gonna get less huge. That ain't the first time I've said that. But now's a good time to see if one of these Stanleys is sharp still. I don't like to drill into my holes for that, but that is actually what they're there for. So let's go ahead and secure our vise a little more better. And it's not going to come up. We're mostly trying to control the shifting. Now we're good. And I'm just shaving this down flat as I can with this number 4 stand. Come off of that a little bit. This is a really grabby. Well, this chestnut is not forgiving of a dull blade. Good thing I got 4 backups. Ugh. And look at my dad kid. Cobra for life, baby. Miyagi Do is for the soft. just when I thought you couldn't get any less woodworkery. You totally redeem yourself. Alright. Let's see. That was the Made in the USA Stanley. That's the one that saved us, everybody. Remember that. The other one was made in England. Shoot, it might be flat. I mean, whew. We could do some sand in there. Yeah, we could do some light sand in there. We had a couple little nicks. A couple of light nicks. A couple little nicks. Let's see. I'm just running around the outer belt, says plywood. I don't know what that means. Ian says, I guess you'd like to show South Park. Oh, Mike says y'all running the same circles. Yeah. Good folks, man, end up in the same places. It's wild how that happens. So, let's go ahead and just cut this. I'm not sure how tight and close I am, but I feel like pretty good. So we'll go ahead and chop that end off. I could use some practice with the old Japanese pull saw. And, you know, I'm warning you ahead of time. I'm not great with it. So, but feel free to hate. It could be entertaining. All right, here we go. It's hard. Pilado is here. Francisco is here. What's good? James Ramey is here. What's going on? Robert G is here. What is happening right now? Crazy. Wasn't that good? I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see if we can do this Twiz Ice, as Snoop Dogg would say if he was a carpenter. And not an old man lying about being tough. Alright, sorry guys. I did not mean to offend you. Snoop Dogg, your champion. Cobra Kai for life. Soak it in. Accept it. Eagle Fang, baby. Not sponsored. less dramatic. Pom pom. Tighten up, shortcake. And you better put the money in my hand, Ever since I can remember, I was popping my cobble, popping my cobble, popping my cobble. Ever since I can remember, I've been scraping these bones, and you better put my key in my hand. I don't know if it was Robert that suggested Ian. Somebody suggested I make a shooting board. This would be such an occasion, that such a thing would be quite relevant. This old dry wood is tough. Chippy. I don't have wax, that's why. I know that's an awful sound. I'm sorry. I am sorry for your mother. Look at that grain. Look at that grain. So wide. I don't think I've ever cut grain like this. Patient. And come. Got a little chip right there. Got a little chip right there. The glue thing stuck on there forever? Smallwood Lot, how you doing? Matthew, how you doing? Oh yeah, I'm working on a whole different Thor's mallet this time. I guess that's what we'll call it. We'll keep calling them that. Yeah. Well, I think we made that little repair. We'll let it get to drying. We still got that to deal with. Yikes, right? Is that the kind of thing that we can handle with our saw? We don't know. We gotta finish this first. Money to ask. Uh-oh. I'm going to take a stropping break. I apologize for you to see me so weak with my tools dull and limp. I will not do this again. This I will promise for you. Have I ever done an angle striking face? That is what Robert is asking. This is actually, I think, 3.5 degrees angled striking face. Yup. Mike says still in progress. Will probably continue tomorrow. Oh. In response to the lathe build. If you guys are not following Mike is making stuff, he is doing something cool over there, man. He's made a lathe, a DIY lathe. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'll let him tell you about it, or you can go check him out on his channel and learn all about it. This guy's brilliant. And not like some, it's like a good DIY, not like, you know, me with the drill. You know what I'm saying? But pretty impressive. I was on watching it today while I was in traffic. I also caught Calvin, who's his dad's workshop. Also incredible channel. And Rumi's workshop. It is amazing. Yeah, and then another freeze plug on my Chevy started leaking, and I had to pull over on the side of the highway. And I watched a little bit more while I waited on my wife to come rescue me. But man, some really good channels going right now, and the people in this room are running some of them. And if you guys can make yourselves known or post your links, or somebody who has the moderation capacity could do that, that would be dope. Because I don't want y'all to miss on these guys. And if you already know them, well, thanks for hanging out with all of us. Now, gotta really hold back here because that glue cut's way different than this wood does. And you gotta kind of be mindful of the most delicate denominator and work at the pace of that. And that glue will let go, send you moving forward. So you have to have a controlled chisel. It helps to run slightly diagonal or kind of in a crescent when you're cutting. And that'll keep it kind of from going astray. Particularly careful down here on those edges because this stuff, like I said, is quite chippy. I am genuinely surprised on how much I like chisels. Mike, thank you so much for that, man. Good stuff. I'll admit I haven't had time to get my yard for wood projects, but I've been live and also posting videos. It says Small Wood Lie. That's what's up. I've not done much long form content myself. I've got some, but not much. I've got a ton of shorts and I do a lot of lives now, which I really do. I like the community of the live scenario. I really do. But I know tomorrow I got a freaking automotive day. Tomorrow we're working on a Chevy. I don't know if I'll embarrass myself live doing that though. This wood is so smooth, it's crazy. Now, I don't know if y'all recall just a few seconds ago before I struck this, how this chisel was struggling. Man, this is one of the best things ever struck. I think it was Carnage was the first person that told me about that. All my carpenter buddies make mallets though. Mike makes mallets whenever he needs them. Bam. Spit one out. I don't know about Pilato. Pilato, do you make mallets? I did a live stream during the farm fair, open tractor parade, and a video of the progress on a Model T truck. Wow. You were doing work on a Model T truck or you were witnessing it? Pilato says never did a mallet. That surprises me. Pilato does a lot of signs. And a lot of nice work, as far as I can tell, for the kids at his church. Good on you, Pilato. Good on you. Do you see that? Do you see how easily pulled up. Ugh. I'm gonna leave that be. Well, that's the bottom side. Now we gotta figure out how to get this top looking like something other than Swiss cheese. Our boards we pulled this from were tongue and groove 8-inch planks. So that's part of the end that we got here. Now, should we do this with power tools? No, let's do it with this freaking Japanese saw, dude. Alright. First we gotta draw. Let's draw. So, boom, boom. See, we got an angle on there. I'm going to follow it a little bit here. Why do we need a pencil? Go do that. Very scroffy. Never in my life dream of finding very scroffy. Ourselves a little angular bangular. That ain't right. Let's go a little deeper on that side. Now, we got options. Let's go see what they are. 'Cause, to be honest, I don't know if I trust that saw, that hand saw, on such brittle, flaky material. Whereas Jessup here, Jessup do that 90-degree angle, no problem. Because that's all it is now. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Same tin here. Couldn't see nothing. Turn me around. Alright. Not perfect, but that's what the hands are for. What kind of wood is the mallet head? This is American chestnut. Really have to epoxy coat this to get actual strength. Very deliberate about the grain direction. This is probably the most splintery wood I've ever used. It's also very pretty. possible to get. I looked up on it, so try not to take it for granted. The sawdust in the wormhole. Thank you, elegant woodworking. Sometimes simplicity is the best way. You hear that? Got a little break here in this corner. It's not through, but it's go ahead and do something about that now. So disappointed in my blue bottle today. What's going on, little fella? What's going on, big guy? Giving us some business today. already had you maxed out, fella. Get on there and stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. Alright. America West, what was the other corner? True woodworker style. Clampas. American chestnut. But yeah, no American chestnut trees in America grown up healthy since the 1920s. I'm very lucky that the previous owner of this house hoarded some wood and left it behind for me. Okay. We'll let that sit for a couple of minutes while we investigate the rest of our block. I think we're pretty happy so far. Should be a relatively minor sand after this. So I'm start figuring this out, maybe. Perhaps not too fat still. We do gotta cut something out of this thing. Tell you what. Put him on the drying rack. Put this a smidge. He's over there thinking about, yo, mister, what up? What up, crew? So I haven't bailed on y'all. I'm just over here setting up, looking for my stuff to do my stuff with. You know what I'm saying? I believe they are American. One is pretty big, and I think the other ones have came from it. I only know what I've read, and what I understand is that blight killed them generationally, so they don't grow to maturity before they get it and generally die. But I don't know. But it may be awesome. The floors in my grandmother's house were chestnut. It was very popular up until then. I remember some chestnut in my grandfather's house. Or best I can recall, looks a lot like this. Now we're coming back to this guy. This guy needs something to hold him close and tight and never let him go. show you. You do need a drill. Maybe a mask. Got the drill. Do we got a bit? We got a bit. There we go. A little big, but that's gonna work. Where's my saw at? My lips are too dry to whistle. Thanks, bud. It's so refreshing. There's some tough grain. Good. Hey, Royalty. All is well. Dr. David, bye. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate everybody coming out. So I think that turned out good. Carnage says hi. David said bye. Carnage asked, what am I drinking? Orange juice and mango juice. At the bottom of it. Dr. David, hello. I'm in Atlanta. Violin Royalty, thank you for coming through. I'm glad to see you as always. Hello, Jose. Hey, Primadasa, Charles Baker, Matthew, Robert G, Smallwood Lot, and Carnage. My God, it was good. Thank you, Pilato. I appreciate it. It's the best mallet I've assembled all day as well. So, cheers to it. How are y'all doing today? I appreciate all the folks coming out from the village, so to speak. That's a great deal of support, and I really do appreciate it. I don't want you to think for a second I don't. Once I do another painting, I owe that one to a subscriber. And once I make space, maybe we'll auction off some new mallet designs or some new mallets or something, you know? Who knows? If y'all have any questions, now I'm kind of available. Yeah, Carnage, I appreciate that, man. I enjoyed that mallet very much. I'll go grab it real quick. That one's got a little rounded head. Also, I got a 3.5 degree angle on this one versus this with a square head. Let's see. One of the difference between the two. Are both mallets made from the same material? Yes and no. Both handles are made from the same material. This is like 60-year-old pine, and same here. This is the entire head of this one is the chestnut, and this one is chestnut in the center, oak on the outside, oak on the outside. But same finish, so you can kind of see the difference between how the oak finishes versus the pine finishes versus the chestnut finish, all boiled in linseed oil. Hey Matthew, I'm sure they appreciate it. That's a nice thing to do. But yeah, not the same stuff, but similar stuff. Since I've started to do moderation now, six YouTube channels, I've come across so many people saying weird and forbidden things without them to be sorry. So if you need one, I'll gladly help you. Say less, Matthew. Say less. Wrench for you, sir. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to have to make Pilato a moderator so that he can also promote his channel. While I'm here, while we've got a little bit of time, I'm getting ready to take off in just a few. But if you do have a YouTube channel, you're a maker, you're trying to develop your channel, you just want more followers, you can post it right now. And anybody who is a moderator, feel free to post those channels right now or your channel. And just, throw your hand up, say hey, something, let us know that you'd like to. And I'll try to follow everybody that does that. Oh, for sure, Pilato. You guys should check him out. He does these great signs. Carnage, the tip of your mallet turned out really good, man. It's very interesting, and I love the wormholes in this one too. It just gives it like this nice blend of textures and colors. No problem, Matthew. I appreciate you. Also, if you have a channel you'd like to promote, feel free. Now's a great time for it. While everybody's kind of winding down. This oak is so much more stout than just the chestnut. The chestnut is very light, very light. This may just be a decorative thing for the shop. I don't know if I'll use it. I'm kind of scared of it. This one's got pine in the middle, but it's also chestnut. And I use it quite a bit. You can see the tip of that. Hadn't had a problem with it. This is the one that sits up there. Wow, magic, Jenny. Can I show your hammer? This is your hammer, home skillet. This is the Carnage mallet right here. How many mallets have I made, Pilato? Oh, jeez. Maybe a dozen. Maybe it doesn't. I'd say that's a reasonable number. I've made a few I've given away, and I made a few that I've worked. I made a couple big mallets. This is one of my favorites. This is the most comfortable mallet I have. This is the most ergonomic handle I've ever made. And I absolutely love using this one. But I made a few similar to this, maybe a little bigger, for when I build decks. I use them to move big lumber without knocking hammer dents in it, It's alright, Carnage. I carved this one with the spoke shave out of one piece of wood. I've got a mallet that I use just for cabinet work. Yeah, that's a DMX joint. That's a big mover thing. Ones I have left in my shop. This one. This was one of my very first mallets. Two 2x4s. You can do this. This works just as well as anything else. Two 2x4s, two 3-inch screws on each side, adjacent each other, and wood glue in the middle. That's a 1x2 that runs through them, and just fastened it all together. And like I said, you just move up and try different kinds of jointing. This is the one that I use for cabinets because I can shift wood with the tip of that very delicately. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit softer, but that's a steeper angle so I can get inside of the cabinet doors. I usually build shaker style cabinets, so this can hit them pretty easily. Have I made myself a necklace? I did, but then I turned it into a keychain. I needed something to keep up with my truck key a little bit better, so I made that mallet, same joinery as the others. But it's a keychain. But I think I'm gonna make another necklace. Like, it's kind of cool. I liked it. And this one, I really was intentionally trying to make similar to the Thor mallet when I did this one. But as you can see, the problem with doing a groove around there is when you actually use it, it all breaks loose. So I used this to build a few decks before it got to this kind of shape. I'll continue to use it to build decks because it's pretty hardy, pretty heavyweight. Put a lot of work out of it. But this one I think I'm probably going to auction off or something. Now that I'm monetized, I can do stuff like that on the channel maybe, you know. Yeah, Pilato, that was originally for the cat, but the cat rejected my gift. I forgave her. We had a conversation about it later. She offered it back to me, and I accepted it generously. But yeah, I you know, it's like all of them are my favorite, really. The last one that I ever make each time is probably more refined than the last one. So, and I'm still early, so I'm not going to pretend like any of it's very refined, but more intentional maybe, more familiar maybe, and that's the fun of it. If that had gone bad. A finicky cat. Who would have guessed? I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. You'd think there'd be some preceding reputation or something. But no. No. But yeah, I like these all. I am going to try to use this one, and I think I am going to make a hardier version of this. That's just nice looking. But I think maybe I'll put a logo or something in there if I figure out how to do one. Describe it. I don't know. I think something to go along with this kind of roughhouse handle. Kind of like a grenade, right? But it feels good. The grip is nice. Oh. Well, you all, if you have not subscribed, please do. If you have not liked, please do. And if you don't like people asking you to like and subscribe, I apologize. But I'm going to get up out of here. Peace to everybody who dropped their thing in the chat. Peace to everybody who came through, chatted it up, and kept my chat going. And I really do appreciate y'all. I just got monetized, so I don't know, you know, what these things do financially for you yet. But if you're a member, we will do membership only lives, and I'll talk about all that. I'll tell you about every cent that comes across this thing, and maybe for some of the other creators, we can all get together and kind of figure out how to make it make money and make it make sense. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep, man. Y'all be good. You can see it in my eyes, right? All right, peace. West Desert.